Hello, and welcome to the Gasparotto Group Leadership Development Series. My name is Sean Groves, and in preparation for your upcoming workshop and before taking it, I'd like to introduce you to the Myers-Briggs Personality Test. The Myers-Briggs Personality Test, or MBTI, is a self-assessment tool that helps individuals understand their personality type. It categorizes personalities using 4 different pairs of opposite preferences. The MBTI was developed in the 40s by Isabel Myers and Catherine Briggs, a mother-daughter team studying how women could influence and best contribute to the workforce during World War II. It is based on Carl Jung's theory of psychological types, and the MBTI aims to make this complex theory more applicable to everyday life, providing individuals with insights into their personality and how they interact with the world. The MBTI is a self-assessment tool designed to reveal individual preferences. The test consists of about 90 questions, and it explores how people perceive the world around them and make decisions. Each type is represented by a unique 4-letter code derived from the opposing pairs of dichotomies. By understanding their MBTI type, individuals can gain insights into their strengths, weaknesses, and communication styles. Jung's theory of personality types proposes that individuals perceive and interact with the world in different ways, leading to distinct personality variations. Personality type variations arise from a combination of 3 key factors. These factors being attitude, function, and orientation. Attitude, the first factor, refers to where we derive our energy. We can be either extroverted, outward focused, or introverted, inward focused. The second factor, function, is the mental processes we use to gather information and make decisions. There are 4 functions: sensing, intuition, thinking, feeling. How we gather information: through concrete details and input, this is sensing, or from possibilities and abstract concepts, intuition. How we make decisions: either through logical analysis and objective reasoning, this is thinking, or by considering personal values and the impact on others, feeling. The third factor is orientation, specifically external orientation. This describes how we approach the outside world. We can be either judging, preferring structure and organization, or perceiving, preferring flexibility and spontaneity. The MBTI can be used both personally and professionally. The MBTI helps individuals understand their natural preferences, strengths, and potential areas for growth. This self-awareness can lead to increased self-acceptance and personal development. By understanding their own and others' personality types, individuals can improve communication, reduce misunderstandings, and build stronger relationships with family, friends, partners, and coworkers. Understanding one's MBTI type can help individuals set goals aligning with their natural preferences and tendencies, leading to greater fulfillment and satisfaction. In a professional setting, understanding team personality types can help leaders create a more inclusive and productive work environment. This can improve decision-making, collaboration, problem-solving, and change management. The MBTI can help leaders identify their leadership style and how others might perceive it. And it can also help them understand how best to motivate and manage individuals with different personality types. The MBTI can help individuals and teams find common ground and resolve disagreements more effectively by understanding how people perceive and approach conflict. And the MBTI helps individuals tailor their communication style to best resonate with others, leading to more transparent and more effective communication within the workplace. The MBTI identifies 8 preferences and organizes them into 4 pairs of opposites. The 16 personality types of the MBTI are rendered from these. These 4 pairs of opposites, or dichotomies, represent fundamental preferences and how individuals perceive and engage with the world around them. By understanding these dichotomies, individuals gain valuable self-awareness of their personal preferences and insights into how they interact with and relate to others. These 4 pair of opposites are extroversion versus introversion, E versus I, sensing versus intuition, S versus N, thinking versus feeling, T versus F, and judging versus perceiving, J versus P. Note the uppercase letters beside each preference. The significance of this will be discussed shortly. The first pair of opposites are extroversion versus introversion, E versus I. Extroversion and introversion are commonly used in everyday language, and many stereotypes are associated with them. People often mistakenly believe that extroverted individuals are always intrusive, talkative, or loud, while introverted individuals are seen as hermits, antisocial, or quiet. However, within the context of the MBTI, these stereotypes don't hold true. These preferences are not about personality traits, but rather about how individuals recharge their energy. Extroverts are energized by external stimulation, such as social interaction and activities, while introverts recharge through internal reflection and solitude. Extroverts tend to be outgoing, talkative, and action-orientated, while introverts are often more reserved and thoughtful and prefer deeper connections. The second set of opposing pairs is sensing versus intuition, SN. Sensing and intuition are arguably the most important set of preferences because they describe how we take in information, which is the essence of learning. This set of preferences is also unique in that it is the only set with a population split not close to 50-50. About 67% of the population typically prefers sensing, where only 33% prefers intuition. These perceiving preferences deal with how people gather information. Sensing individuals focus on concrete facts, details, and practical applications. They prefer tangible information and trust what they can perceive through their five senses. On the other hand, intuitive individuals are drawn to patterns, possibilities, and abstract concepts. They trust their gut and focus on the big picture. TF, thinking versus feeling. The third pair of opposites describes the processes we use to make decisions and the information we prioritize. This dichotomy centers on how people make decisions. Thinking individuals prioritize logic, analysis, and objective criteria. They strive for fairness and impartiality. Feeling individuals prioritize values, emotions, and interpersonal considerations. They seek harmony and empathy in decision making. The judging and perceiving dichotomy, JP, describes how individuals approach structure and organization in their external world. Those who prefer judging tend to be organized and decisive and enjoy planning and schedules. In contrast, those who prefer perceiving are more adaptable, spontaneous, and open to new information, preferring flexibility and a go-with-the-flow approach. These preferences significantly impact time management and task approach. It's important to note that both types can procrastinate, especially when faced with undesirable tasks. It's also crucial to understand that judging doesn't imply being judgmental. This dichotomy considers how individuals structure and interact with their external environment. MBTI facets offer a more nuanced understanding by dividing each preference into 5 specific components. This breakdown of the 4 pairs of opposing preferences provides a more richer and comprehensive view of individual personalities. Extroversion versus introversion, E versus I, where people draw their energy from. Extroversion is characterized by taking the initiative in social settings, openly expressing thoughts and feelings, enjoying a large social network, actively engaging in activities, and thriving on group interactions and attention. In contrast, introversion is associated with preferring others to initiate social contact, being more selective in self-disclosure, maintaining a smaller circle of close relationships, observing and reflecting before engaging, and generally avoiding the spotlight. Sensing versus intuition, S versus N. This is how we view the world and gather information. Individuals with sensing preferences typically favor concrete, tangible information and real-world experiences. They are drawn to practical, realistic solutions and often find comfort in established methods and traditions. Their decision-making often relies on past experiences and proven approaches. On the other hand, those with intuitive preferences are more inclined to explore abstract concepts and their underlying meanings. They focus on future possibilities and potential and are comfortable with theoretical models and innovative approaches. They value originality and actively seek out new and creative solutions. Decision-making, thinking versus feeling. The thinking preference emphasizes logic, reason, and objective analysis. Thinking individuals prioritize fairness, impartiality, and critical evaluation in decision-making. They value debate and challenge to reach optimal solutions. Conversely, feeling individuals prioritize empathy, harmony, and interpersonal considerations. Individuals with a strong feeling preference seek to understand others' preferences, show compassion, and find solutions that benefit all. They value acceptance and accommodation in relationships and decision making. The judging versus perceiving dichotomy is essentially how others see you. Are you seen as organized and logical, or spontaneous and flexible? Judging preferences are associated with structured and organized approach, a tendency to plan ahead, and a preference for starting tasks early to avoid last-minute stress, a comfort with routine, and a methodical approach to projects. On the other hand, those with perceiving preferences are linked to a more adaptable and casual style, and a preference for open-endedness and flexibility. They have a tendency to thrive under pressure-prompted deadlines and an enjoyment of spontaneity and variety. They have an emergent, improvised approach to problem solving. As referred to earlier, the MBTI produces a 4-letter code. Individuals are assigned a letter from each dichotomy, resulting in a 4-letter code. For example, ISTJ, representing their MBTI personality type, their preferences. The first letter is E or I, extroverted or introverted. The second letter is either S or N, sensing or intuition. The third letter is either T or F, thinking versus feeling. And the fourth letter is J or P, judging or perceiving. The MBTI generates 16 personality types. Here are the 16 MBTI personality types with a descriptor that characterizes the predominant behavior of the individual. The 16 personality types are grouped by function and preference. NF, valuing, is intuition and feeling. NT, visioning, intuition and thinking. SF, relating, sensing and feeling. ST, direction, sensing and thinking. The X and Y axis illustrate the respective personality types' predispositions towards decision-making and related actions. Here we see the first 8 of 16 personality types by percent of population. And here we see the second of the 16 personality types by percent of population. The most common personality types across the population is ISFJ, protector. This is about 14% of the population. Field Marshal, ENTJ, is the rarest, and only about 1.8% of the population demonstrates preferences affiliated with this type. Here are the most common and rare personality types, based on male and female genders. ISFJ, protector, is the most common female personality type. This consists of about 19% of the female population. ISTJ, inspector, is the most common male personality type. ISTJs make up about 16% of the male population. ENTJ, Field Marshal, is the rarest female personality type. Only about 1.5% of the female population has this preference. ENFJ, Teacher, and INFJ, Counselor, are tied for the rarest male personality type. This consists of only about 2.8% of the male population. Gaining insights into personal preferences, strengths, and areas for development empowers individuals to make more informed decisions, communicate more effectively, and foster personal growth. Recognizing and appreciating diverse personality types leads to more effective and meaningful interactions in both personal and professional settings. Leaders who understand their team members' diverse personalities can cultivate greater collaboration, productivity, and unity. Understanding individual communication styles, both our own and others, fosters mutual understanding and strengthens relationships. There are potential risks with the MBTI, namely stereotyping. People may generalize broadly about individuals based on their MBTI type, making assumptions. It is important to avoid assuming how someone will behave solely based on their MBTI. The MBTI almost oversimplifies Jung's theory, as it doesn't capture the full complexity of an individual's personality. And in no way should the MBTI be used to predict job performance or suitability for specific roles. Some key points to remember about the MBTI are: it's about preferences. The MBTI identifies your natural inclinations, not a rigid definition of your personality. It's not a skill assessment. Everyone uses all 8 preferences to some degree, depending on the situation. And there is no good or bad types. It's about understanding your unique preferences. The MBTI is a valuable tool for self-discovery and personal development. It helps you understand your tendencies and make informed choices. Remember that the MBTI is just one tool among many, and it should not be used as the sole basis for making important decisions. It is most effective when used with other assessment tools, decision-making processes, and professional guidance. Thank you for watching. We will see you during your upcoming workshop. Before that, you should have completed your MBTI questionnaire, received your report, and reflected on the results. During the workshop, we will examine the individual and collective results and discuss their implications for your team's interactions and working methods. Thank you.